In this next video, we're going to go over the three types of skin cancer. But before we do, just a quick word on cancer itself. So first off, think about some cells that are dividing to form a mass of tissue. If that mass of tissue is not invading surrounding tissues but stays within its own tissue, that's called a benign mass or a benign tumor, meaning no harm. But if cells are dividing uncontrollably so that this mass of cells, this clump of tissue, is starting to invade surrounding tissues, well, that is called a malignant tumor, which means harm, and that's what a cancer is. So three types of skin cancer exist. Basal cell carcinoma. Basal cell, recall earlier in this chapter we went over the stratum basale, which consists of mitotically active or dividing cells. Well, those cells may divide uncontrollably and start invading underlying tissue in the dermis. That's what basal cell carcinoma is. It's the most common type of skin cancer. You can read here where it's found. Sun exposure can cause it. And it has a very good prognosis, though, when it's caught early. Squamous cell carcinoma, we'll think of the squamous or squamous cells in the epidermis, like in the stratum spinosum. Those are keratinocytes. Those cells aren't supposed to divide. The division takes place in the stratum basale. But what happens if the cells in the stratum spinosum do start to divide? Well, that will form a mass of tissue. And if that mass of tissue starts invading the underlying tissue in the dermis, well, that's squamous cell carcinoma. And it's not as common as basal cell carcinoma. It's going to be found on areas that the sun strikes the most. It's not the most aggressive kind of skin cancer, but it's more aggressive than the basal cell. The final type of skin cancer is a melanoma. Melanoma come from melanocytes. Recall they're located in the stratum basale. If they divide uncontrollably, you would get something called a melanoma skin cancer. These typically arise from moles in body on the skin which start dividing uncontrollably. This is the most aggressive skin cancer with the worst prognosis of the three. So it's important to monitor moles of the body to make sure there aren't any changes happening in them. And this final slide deals with melanoma, and any changes to a mole could be a red flag to get the mole checked. Like asymmetry, did it look circular before but now it doesn't? Are the borders of the mole becoming uneven? Are they changing color or size? So any of these relate to changes in a mole, which is a rule to get the mole checked, because these are all red flags that melanoma may be taking place.